Hey, it's Kayla, seeker of self-discovery. Um, the internet has been cutting out a lot, so I'm gonna try to um make this video quicker. And I actually wanted to try to get my point across faster, anyways. Um, I mean, I know exactly what's going on, and I have a concise way to put it, but I'm running into a bit of a roadblock because a lot of people would consider this far-fetched, and that would normally be okay. I mean, I normally just, you know, people like, I just put it out there anyways, and then, people will come to their conclusions, whatever their interpretations. I mean, I do get kind of annoyed when people just write something off immediately, but like, this is different because this is like an immediate danger, like right now. It's going on right now, and I mean, I've just recently become really aware of it. I mean, I've experienced this before, but now I'm really consciously aware of what's going on. So, I've learned something recently, and as I was contemplating this, I became very aware of how true it really was, like really aware of it. And a lot of it was the teachings of Emanuel Swedenborg. That's where I'm getting this from. And so you may already have heard of him. He speaks from his experiences, and he speaks of religious experiences, like specifically Christian, and only there are differences in like other forms of Christianity, specifically regarding, which he talks a lot about, heaven and hell. So I'll be saying a couple of differences because those are important right now. As far as yeah, I mean, you may not like agree with the reasons, but you'll probably like be able to relate a lot to like the actual experience is because okay, so some of the differences, I guess, well, I would say the similarities would be easier to start. Okay, so there is one God, like one divine being, but there is no one devil, no one evil being above all else. There's not one of those. And yes, there are angels. Well, like there are like good spirits and bad spirits. So heaven is made up like just of like the good spirits who are also all once humans, and we are all spirits as well. We're actually, the idea is where wearing our human bodies is just like clothing. So we're really a spirit, um, and we're in the spiritual world right now at the same time as the physical world, but mainly in the spiritual world. And he talks about a lot of things that I immediately resonate with, and probably to some degree other people will as well, such as looking at things beyond the actual words being said to the meaning behind them, which, yeah, makes sense. I mean, that is the whole reason why we talk, so, and I'm sure to some that they can relate better to that than others. So, so we're already in the, and we're already in the spiritual world, and they do, like, we do get messages from them, either good spirits or bad spirits, which is why we have to be conscious of it to make sure to, like, attract good spirits and not bad spirits. A lot of, we hear a lot of their messages, particularly in dreams. Our subconscious mind picks up on conversations in the spiritual world and channels it through our processing of, like, the world, our experiences. That's how it, like, channels through. So, and in hell it's different too, because there's not like in any eternal punishment sort of a thing. You choose to be in heaven or in hell, basically. It's what you want. Like, they are attracted to what they're doing. They find the evil appealing, so that's why they're there. And they have to be with others like them, which is their punishment, or if they would like to work up towards becoming good again, or they can, or assuming, yeah, everyone's born good, so they were good at one point, so they can work up towards that. But yeah, there's a difference in that. But so we're getting messages from good spirits and bad spirits. But the problem with the bad spirits is, well, they're subtle, because we're not really fully consciously aware of it, and the spirits send us messages, so it can be very easy to fall prey to the evil spirit's influences. So even if you don't particularly agree with this, then I mean, I am consciously aware of them at this point, and this video isn't as concise, so I'd like to be, I'm hopefully gonna make, well, I'm gonna make more, and hopefully the internet won't be really annoying by that time. But even if you don't agree, just be aware, like, anyways, of really trying to make sure to not, you know, fall prey of, like, bad decisions. So you just try to go by your higher self, you know, don't just things that you would normally associate with high morals, which you don't necessarily have to be religious to do that, which, I mean, unless you don't really care about morals in general, which, I mean, well, I'd have to get into that at another point, but, you know, just, you know, like, things like, you know, even like your higher self, what you want to do, not just like how you can gain from something, like immediate gains, I guess, like, because a lot of that I think, like selfishness and stuff and greed will attract negative spirits. And if you don't really believe particularly in spirits, then you'll notice that greed, selfishness, that sort of thing, just always trying mostly to get only physical material and not about real happiness and real love, that sort of thing. You'll notice anyways it will make you unhappy. So you should still strive towards those higher things anyways. And then because we have to work on warding off the bad spirits, and it'll make you happier anyway, so you might as well, even if you don't necessarily believe in what I'm saying.